Hello. 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 Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I gotta turn the air down. It's so hot. Give me a second. Okay. Good to see you all. Oh my goodness, we go again. Except for much shorter this time. I apologize. Apologies. Today was just one of those days, you got shit to handle sometimes. Shit has been handled. Shit has been handled. Yo, Hobo Goblin, thank you for the 5 months today. Starting us off right. And also, very important, I don't forget this one as well, that Darth Ham Banana also dropped a resub on us when we cranked up the stream. 2 resubs to start the stream today. Darth Ham Banana, I appreciate you. Almost 2 years. Closing in, almost there. And Hobo Goblin, thank you for their 5 months, almost half a year. Both dropping renewed primes on us today. Thank you both. Thank you both. Well. Tell me that means good news. I got the job. Guys, can we get a congrats in the chat out the ledge? Not only dropping 5 gifted on us today, but got the new job. We'd love to hear that. Get up here. Nope, this way. Can you say congrats to Ledge? Huh? Can you say congrats? Yeah? Congrats on the new job. All right, hop down. Ledge, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Insanely generous. And congrats. Congrats. Well deserved. Great things ahead for you. Great things ahead for you. I know it. That is 14 total gifted. Thank you, Ledge. You guys sure know how to start a stream, you know that? You guys sure know how to start a stream. Okay, calm down over there. Crazy boats. Ow. Sliced me up. We're updating. 21. Love it, 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 love it. Guys, I told you, I'm determined to have a good week. And I hope you are all also having a good week. Sometimes, if the week isn't completely shit, you get to mark it as a good week. You know what I mean? Sometimes the bar's pretty low for a good week, and we take those. All right. I know I'm a little late today. Stream is going to be short. We handled some stuff earlier today. And should mostly be caught up now on our stuff. On our stuffs. So I'm going to run around in DayZ for a minute. I think it's quite late and we probably won't run into much, but we can try to loot some convoys. We can chat for a bit. Maybe I switch to another game. I'm not really sure what all is going to happen. We'll figure it out as we go. You know, I was watching some footage on Arc Raiders last night as well. Trying to learn a little bit on that. See if that's something that we're going to be interested in. Looks kind of interesting. Hey, Joe Dubsky, happy hump day to you as well. Man, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. We're still lingering above 1,000 subs. Staying up there. Thanks to Ledge today. Congrats again on the new job. Well deserved. Well deserved. I'm trying to interact with this thing, make sure it stays with us. Interact in all ways that we can. All right, that should be good enough, right? That should be good enough. Okay. Let's go for a run. Let's go stretch our legs a bit. Let's go stretch our legs a bit. Let's stretch our legs a bit. Check on some convoys, you know. Just do a little bit of stuff here. I don't know, maybe we play some Tarkov, maybe we don't. What kind of games you guys got going on these days? You guys got any games that you're grinding? Have you taken a break from gaming? A little COD? Okay, okay. What's up, by the way, Bearded? Good to see you. We got Battlefield coming up. We got Arc Raiders coming up. In between DayZ, 7 Days to Die, and Battlefield. Okay, Battlefield 4. Been watching Twitch, not really playing anything. That's fair. I think there might be a good amount of that going on. Everybody's kind of waiting in limbo. PGA 2K25. Okay. Are you a golf player IRL as well? Sniper Elite Resistance, Forza Motorsport, and on the racing sim. Oh, okay. Okay. Thinking about picking up Borderlands. Okay. Okay. Club champ at my course? What? Okay. Well, well, well. I see. Flexing on us. Are the DayZ devs still the same people that I remember for like 10 years ago? I don't know how many are left, but it seems a significant majority of them are not the same. I took a big break from DayZ. I didn't keep up with it, so I don't know who all is left. Put golf in the same basket as bowling. Needs too much skill. I love bowling, and I think I would love golf too. I don't do either one really. Golf probably not, or sorry, bowling not so much. But golf is insanely expensive, and I can't afford to have any more hobbies. I gotta stick with the ones I've got and just enjoy those. driving range, some Top Golf. Top Golf's a good time. I heard DayZ has modded servers now that are more populated. Have you tried them? I have played some modded servers. There's a bunch of different ones now, yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest. I would be all in on DayZ if it didn't have the issues that it still does. The issues, like, I really have a good time on the game until I start running into the issues that still exist. And they're just really, really, really frustrating bugs and issues that make you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna go play a different game. I think for most people, I am not in that group of people, but for most people, you're playing games after work or whenever, right? And you want something that's fun or relaxing. You don't mind intensity and whatever at times as long as it's fun. And you can stand a little bit more frustration if a game is relaxing. DayZ can be on the relaxing side somewhat, but the issue is it's whenever you're dying a lot to things that aren't your fault, it starts to like really just suck the fun out of it, right? So I think a lot of people end up gravitating more toward games that have a lot more polish. Like, there was a lot more excuse back in 2013, whenever the mod first came out, for the bugginess, right? First of all, it was a mod. Second of all, you know, there was just less games, less options. It's been a long time now, and the game is a lot better than it used to be, but it's still kind of a fucking mess. And I think people have less patience for that kind of stuff now. They're just like, why put up with that when I can go play a game that doesn't have a lot of the dumb stuff? It's either that, or I think a lot of people that are brand new to the game look past those kinds of things a little easier because they see all the other stuff that you really like whenever you first start playing DayZ. But it's kind of one of those things. It just eventually wears you down. I think it does to anybody. Eventually you're just like, man, I'm playing games to have fun, and whenever I put so much time into a character or whatever and I die to something stupid, dealing with buggy ass zombies all the time that are still like, our great success with zombies is that at least they don't run through walls as much as they used to. Cool. That's how I am now. I hate my job, so I really hate games that waste my time. Yeah. I get it. Pretty sure the mod had less bugs than the official whenever it first came out. Yeah. And potentially even now, but obviously there's significantly less in the mod. Significantly less depth. I think a lot of us are kind of in the same boat where we're just kind of waiting on the next big thing. We're waiting on the next big games that come out that at least you can maybe look past and not be as frustrated by the dumb stuff in the game because everything else is new experience, you know. So we'll see. I have faith that that kind of thing will come. Oh, I forgot to turn that shit off. Thank you for the reminder, Labby. Yeah, Labby of all people. One moment. Oh, there's peace in the world once again. Yeah, we'll get more stuff added to Tangia one of these days. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I was secretly going to do a TTS, but was distracted IRL. Oh, Labby cashed in to remind me to turn it off. We were stopped playing right when they added base building and it was ass. I finally gave up on the game ever being how I wish it would have. So I don't know about vanilla that much, but at least on the modded servers, the base building seems to be pretty good now. I quit right after they added wolves because they were extremely broken, and guess what? They are still really, really terrible. So hello, Mr. Jack. I don't know about the timelines, to be honest, Freddy, on the wolves. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are doing great halfway through your week so far. Hope you're all doing great. My week has sucked, but here we are. Are you on vanilla? Is this modded? Yeah, I play on modded. I don't like, at least from what I've played so far, I don't really like any of the like heavily modded servers. I play on just lightly modded. Yeah, I think we're all overdue for a good day. All of us. Somebody here needs to win the lottery and then just take us all out on a vacation. The day is honestly only as good as your outlook and how you make it. Potentially. But also not true. If somebody just gave you $10 trillion one day, it'd be really fucking hard to have a bad day that day, gotta say. What's the saying? Never seen a sad man on a jet ski. Well. I have a hunting scope on here. Okay, nice to have another one of those. Callie, you just gotta find the negativity in fucking everything, don't you? I didn't even say that it was gonna be on the news or anything. Maybe they don't even, nobody knows. Oh, it's just you. Unless you felt the need to go tell everybody about all this new money. Then you brought it on yourself. Super Nothing dropping the 33-month resub on us today. Oh, you got something to say? You want to come up here and say it? Huh? Yo, thank you very much, Super Nothing. Appreciate the... I almost said 47. 33 months. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing excellent. Hope you're doing excellent. Hope you're having a great week. Or at minimum, I hope it's not shit. These days, we get happy to just not have shit days, you know? I see a construction event up. Let's go over to it. So I was watching some Arc Raiders gameplay. And it seemed like some good and some negative from what I saw. The game looks like it looks good. And it looks like it performs well as well. That's a pretty big combo. Whenever a game not only looks good but performs well as well, that's pretty tough to pull off. So that's nice. I still don't like that it's third person. From what I saw, I don't like the decisions that they've made with shooting. Like all the gameplay that I saw were people just third person crosshair. It almost looks like it's hip firing across the map, but I guess that's just how you shoot. And that just seems extremely weird and not good. And then there are some guns that have scopes on them. But almost everybody's just doing this like weird hip fire across the map constantly. And that shooting seems not ideal to me. What game I was talking about? Arc Raiders. New extraction shooter coming out this month. I liked the map complexity. Like the maps looked small-ish, but they also looked like they had a lot of like verticality. So it's okay for the map to be smaller whenever there's more of that, which is good. I don't like what I saw about people carrying a ton of guns. I don't like when games do that personally. I pretty well like something closer to Tarkov where, you know, you don't have 47 guns that you're carrying. Make harder decisions there. The like PvE elements seemed okay or good, potentially even from what I saw. I'd need to like be in and like play against them, but I like how games have incorporated like PvP, VE kind of these days. I think that's been really nice to see. so that was good. They did it in a different way, and I like the setting of the game as well. The music seemed good. There were some interesting elements that I think I like, but I need to like experience them more. Maybe it's something that I wouldn't like down the road, but there was some cool things like whenever you knock somebody, a flare goes off, and I guess more people can see that and get drawn into the fight and stuff. It was pretty interesting to see. I liked how they had a lot of looting options around the map. Like, it looked like there were a lot of interesting, cool places to do looting. Like, for instance, maybe you're running along and on the side of this building is a panel and you crack it open with a crowbar and loot inside of there, that kind of thing. Personally, that's one big issue I've always had with DayZ for the longest time is just like you're just sprinting house to house to house to house to house to house to house, and you just sprint through the building because everything's just laying out on the floor, I think that's an extremely boring way to do loot, but it was a different time, right? So I like how games like Tarkov I started to make that more elaborate with things like duffel bags and I like that more games have continued to expand on that looting experience where you feel a bit more immersed in the world. There are some other things that I didn't like that were on screen, but maybe you can turn some of them off. We'll see. I don't know. It seemed all right. It did kind of seem like at least from what I've seen, things can change as people play them, and get accustomed to them. But the pacing did seem slower, which is good. Like you guys know that that's something I've kind of been advocating for, is I think we need more slower paced games. So it does seem like it has a slower pace, which is good, in my opinion. I think we have way too many fast-paced games these days. Fast-paced games need to exist, but we need some slow-paced ones as well. IMO. Yeah, I don't know. I saw a lot of good. I saw a lot of stuff I wasn't sure about that I won't know until I play. I saw some things that I don't like. I'm just going to permanently not like third person, but that is what it is. We shall see. All I know is I'm going to have to see if I can assemble a day one team to play with. I don't know if Cal's going to be around that day, but maybe I can convince him to play with me. Play what? Arc Raiders. I want to say that it's the 30th. Am I wrong on that? Is that the release date? What day is that? The 30th is a Thursday. That's the game releasing to tide people over until Cube. Yeah, correct. Wait, Jummy. Are you gonna be on our day one? You wanna join the day one crew on Arc Raiders? With me and Calendel? Does the game have a lot of inventory management? You know what? How about this? Right now, we're gonna watch some gameplay. I'm gonna log out in this fucking shed right here, and we're gonna watch some gameplay. And then you can decide what you think. Arc Raiders. Also, does this release while WoW Legion Remix is out? You gotta be fucking kidding me. WoW Legion Remix? You really want to go back and play a game you've already fucking played over a new one? All right, let's watch some Jack Frags. How about that? Oh, another thing I liked is, at least for now, I like the team ID things. These are nice. I'm starting to really enjoy games that have a compass just built in up top. I like that for callouts.
Has sunk its teeth into me as much as Arc Raiders did. Recently they had a tech test for the game lasting a few days that has now sadly ended, and whilst I realise that the honeymoon phase is still definitely in full swing, I can't help but feel like Embark Studios, who created the game, are onto something special here. They actually put effort in, and it shows. The game was originally announced in 2021 as a free-to-play PvE shooter set to release in 2022. It was then delayed so the studio could focus on their other game at the time, The Finals, before revealing in May 2023 that Arc Raiders would now evolve into a PvPvE extraction game and become a premium product, release date TBA. Since then, the game has been extensively developed, tested and iterated on with the community. The earliest I personally played the game was June 2023 in a closed alpha playtest. There was a Discord server set up too for providing feedback on the game and chatting with the developers. Simply put, they've been cooking and not rushing it either, letting people play what they created early, taking feedback on it, iterating, trying again and again and again. As of today, we still don't know a release date. 2025 is all we've got. I imagine at this point, October, November is looking likely. The recent playtest was quite limited in terms of access, although it did feature Xbox and PS5, which was nice for those guys, and on Steam, the maximum peak player count hit 21,000 players. And I'm sure that all of that provided invaluable data for the dev team. But why has it left such an impression, and why has there been so much buzz about it? Let's get the elephant out of the room first. It's an extraction game. Some love them, some hate them. Obviously, there's a big market out there, and I think especially for consoles spare Hunt Showdown, there really hasn't been many excellent examples. No one has managed to crack that market and hang on to it as much as Escape from Tarkov has, which is definitely showing its age nowadays, but Arc Raiders could be the answer to that. How though? Well, the first thing that strikes me about this game is the quality of it and how well it nails the fundamentals before building an extraction game on top. What I mean by that is that I load it up and most stuff looks and feels like I expect it to, and it consistently hits a high bar. We'll start with the graphics, the thing that you're looking at 100% of the time. The presentation.
So from my understanding, I was watching it. This is one thing that was important to me, was seeing that some people were saying that the maps are big and complex enough that if you were solo and you wanted to not run into any players, you could probably pull that off pretty consistently. which is good. I think that's an important part to have in
It
a game
is
like an
incredible.
extraction shooter.
Embark have somehow got an Unreal Engine 5 game with massive maps to not only look graphically impressive, but perform excellently at the same time. Players on older spec PC systems were pleasantly surprised when they could run the game on high settings at a smooth frame rate and not get that typical stuttering that they were used to on other Unreal Engine 5 games. Yes, I feel like they have some issues with level of detail and pop-in on some of the rocks and foliage, etc., but majority of the time, I think this game looks amazing. The lighting, the vibes, you feel like you're entering a fleshed out alternative universe version of Earth that's truly been ravaged for centuries by horrific arc killing machine robots. The audio design too, impeccable, chef's kiss. There's some deep atmospheric and ambient sound systems happening all the time. The sound of distant gunshots, the weird noises that the bad guys make, I couldn't fault it. The animations are very impressive too. With this being a third-person game, they get a real opportunity to show off these systems, most notably with how the characters move and traverse the environments. Extra little details when you begin to sprint, tire out, slide, climb up railings and walls, spraining your ankle when you take a bad fall. It all adds to the game feeling natural and believable. Physics plays a big part of this too, not just for your character, but also the enemies that you fight. Drones spiraling out of control, but attempting to still fly despite losing an engine or two. And going back to what I mentioned about the fundamentals, the input and response time of this game is excellent. For the most part, the guy I'm controlling does what I want him to in an intuitive manner.
The other
When I'm
thing,
in
this is
fights with people,
cross-platform.
I don't feel like I'm also fighting my keyboard or the game engine at the same time. I'm not noticing any perceptible input lag. I can move, crouch, roll, aim and track efficiently, and this led to some excellent and satisfying fights with other players and squads where I did feel skill was involved, and even death was satisfying if I had a good scrap with someone who bested me. The movement in general, very fluid, getting around the environments, clambering over the rooftops at pace. There's a surprising amount of detail in, I guess, what you would call a parkour system here. You think it will work, you action it, and most of the time it does. So that's the first major win for Arc Raiders. For me, they've nailed the fundamentals. It looks good, sounds good, it runs well, it feels good to shoot and move. Many games do not put that stuff first.
This
and
is
when
kind
you
of interesting visual feedback, I think, as well. Whenever you're fighting somebody, notice whenever you're shooting this guy here, you have a shield, and while you're shooting somebody, they'll be like blue feedback, and then once it turns like orange sparks, that's whenever you've broken the shield, and then hits after that release like blood clouds, so you can have like a visual idea of how much damage you're doing, or like the progression into how much life someone has left or whatever.
a game that does, the difference is striking. Another major reason I think this game will be popular is that you don't have to play it like a typical extraction game, and it can still be really fun. I'm guessing this will be a huge positive note for solo players especially. I was having experiences where I would load into a raid with a specific quest or a mission, usually solo, and just get lost in the world, the ambience, doing my own thing, kind of like a single player game in a way. If I was stealthy and careful, I could avoid the AI. I could avoid other players. I didn't have to run towards the red flares in the sky when a player got knocked. I just ignored them and did my own thing. Got to my quest location, looted a specific cupboard or melee killed a specific bot that I needed, stole the components, snuck out, made my way to an extraction, and I got out of there, mission complete. The best part about this too is that if you play solo, the game prioritizes matching you with other solo players. For some reason, many other contemporary games don't do this, and they don't think about the vast amount of gamers out there who want to or have to play solo for whatever reason. And the game design in some of these other titles falls apart because they weren't building the game with the intention of that in the first place. And in these solo rounds, because of systems like proximity chat in Arc Raiders, when I ran into other real players, I could often talk to them and de-escalate a potential bloodbath. This is cool, this is different, and it can lead to some amazing emergent gameplay opportunities. Yeah, sometimes they betrayed me and I might have betrayed them once or twice, but most of the time, if I started speaking to someone...
Does that mean
they
controller on
spoke back
PC?
and didn't
Yeah,
shoot,
pretty
we
sure.
had a conversation. Sometimes it led to a gunfight, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes I'd go on to extract with that person or share loot, or pick up another raider on the way. Other times when we were playing in trios, we were asking nearby players on proximity chat to come and help us attempt to take down the Queen, which is this horrible giant boss AI. Yeah, it doesn't always work. And you know what? Some days I just feel like shooting everyone on sight too. But the option and opportunity is there if you want to explore it. Another very important way that this game differs from most extraction games is with your progression. Yes, it's the same in the way that if you die while in a match, you will lose everything in your backpack and any guns that you were carrying on your person. And yes, there is a safe box with like 2 to 3 spaces where if you die, any loot in there is safe and guaranteed to come with you. So
Okay, well that's cool. I still haven't made up my mind on how I feel. Like whenever I first saw Tarkov do the container, I loved the idea. But now that I've played Tarkov as much as I have, I fucking hate it. Because all you do, the complexity of the fucking healing system in Tarkov is you just fill the fucking thing full of meds. And that's it. Because you're tired, you're sick and tired of rebuying your meds every time you die. So I don't like what that has become in Tarkov. I like the idea of this, where it's very limited. You got just a couple options that you could take with you.
You would want to put your highly valuable items or rare quest gear in there, but, and this is a big but, there is also an overarching stat system in the back end, pun intended, that does not get reset if you die, and is instead based on XP you're earning in a match.
Wait, what? I didn't know anything about this at all. What is this again?
Is safe and guaranteed to come with you. So you would want to put your highly valuable items or rare quest gear in there, but, and this is a big but, there is also an overarching stat system in the back end, pun intended, that does not get reset if you die, and is instead based on XP you're earning in a match. And that could be earned by doing objectives, searching loot, exploring, fighting, whatever. You can then level up various stats of your player.
I'm too casual now for this. Wait, really? Why do you say that? As in you think that this just doesn't look fun to you or what?
Using that XP here that, as far as I know, are permanent. And this means that, let's say you have an incredible game where you take down a big robot boss, you kill 12 players, discover the site of the Holy Grail, and almost extract at 29 minutes, but you get gunned down. Even if you die and lose all of your loot in that situation, the XP that you gained from all of those actions can be spent on this stat screen to, let's say, level up your endurance by 1%. It wasn't all for nothing, basically, which is one of the big reasons that a lot of players are turned off by extraction games, as they feel like they waste a lot of time. Maybe they were killed by a random sniper shot, not even aimed at them, or a jet engine fell on their head. It's okay, you've still got something out of it and you can build progress. I don't know what Mbark's plan is for this long term though, if they intend to do wipes for the quests, or maybe reset all of these personal stats after a season or whatever. We'll have to see. Could end up being very divisive in the community, whatever route they go for, but right now I'm on board with how they're working this system. Next, we're going to talk about the AI. AI in this game are no joke. There's a ton of variety, they have weak spots, they work together and are genuinely scary at times. They react quickly to you and mess you up if you take them for granted. During the recent playtest, we ended up in many situations where we started a fight against another player squad. The noise from that brought other squads over, then a load of AI drones would show up. Maybe they start shocking you, making noise, putting a red spotlight on you, so you have to try and take those out too while fighting other players. They give away your position, they call in bigger, scarier drones like the Rocketeer. You run away, you turn a corner, and you run into a Bastion, which is a giant tick with a minigun that instantly beams you. You can do awesome stuff like throwing lures at enemy teams to send AI in their direction while you escape. Thinking back, I was killed by the AI directly and indirectly on many occasions. There's also huge boss creatures like the aforementioned Queen here, which required a lot of damage, almost like little Destiny raid bosses. This thing has got multiple attacks. It can beam you from miles away. It can set fire to you and the ground around you. It can launch incendiary mortars at you. It can crush you. It can machine gun you down in a quick blast. It's not to be trifled with, but if you can take it down, which is quite difficult, the loot and resources are aplenty.
Okay, watch this. Oh, I just realized you lost your sniper, didn't you?
It's scared of you, Tom. Okay, maybe not.
So then it does that and then electrocutes me while I'm down.
Damn.
Oh my god, it killed me so
Oh,
quick.
and then just jumps across the map.
What's
Holy
wrong
shit.
with you?
God,
I died instantly.
I regret everything.
Oh my god, dude.
This is really cool related to the AI too. A viewer called Josh T emailed me this article from Medium in 2021 where Embark were talking about how they were using machine learning to create some of the AI.
All right,
in
let's
the
watch
game. If this is
some
actually
gameplay
used
really quick
in the
too.
current Arc Raiders build, it appears that some, if not all, of the AI enemies in the game.
Is there someone that we know? Peanut would maybe be fun. I kind of... Hang on. I was watching somebody last night. That was kind of cool. Let me see. I kind of wanted to watch somebody that would maybe actually do some looting as well. A lot of the ones that I watched were PvP. Like, they stayed very PvP focused.
Little flare. One's died.
But you notice
There
how
it is.
it does kind of just, at least from what I've seen so far, it does kind of play slower.
Twice it. Ooh, just missed him.
Except for this guy makes a cool move right here. I watched this last night where he smokes this guy off and he uses a, I don't know how many of these you get, like a zip
he say?
line.
What's that? Got him.
God damn, through the thing?
Yeah, man.
Staircase, what the hell? You can shoot through that bitch?
I was on the tippity top.
His voice is
I
echoing.
zipped up right above you.
Heard you. Alright, well, shit, it be like that.
Well. You want to team up?
Works for me. I'm just going over the trench, use this key, and find me some big booch photographs.
Alright, alright. Let's, Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hold on.
God damn, I want your shit at the side of your neck.
Looks like they have some good smokes.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. Shoot. I used all my smokes, basically. I had the, or he had the elevation, so I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to see, like, from above me. I wasn't sure how well the smokes would cover me.
Again, I
Be
really
safe
like
and
the
sorry.
slow. Oh, this is one thing I don't
Alright.
like actually.
I had the,
Notice how it has this like recharge your own shield and a progress
he had the
bar that you,
elevation, so I
I
wasn't
wish
sure
that
if he
they
was-
did something else there. Like, remember how on Division you had this thing on your shoulder and it maybe you could light that up as progress so this goes on? This kind of sucks. I hate whenever like stuff like this intrudes in your screen space, to especially, you know, if it was just like maybe a progress bar and that's it, but saying recharge your own shield. Like, I wonder if you can edit this to change it. But it's,
Maybe we'll see.
not like a massive deal, but I don't know.
like from above me. I wasn't sure how well the smokes would cover me. Better to be safe than sorry. All right, well. That hurt. I should have used the vitality shot. What am I doing?
We get a really good lesson in third person here.
Of course I miss.
I guess
Ruined
this
it.
gun has a suppressor on it.
Ah, shoot. Got him. Whew. Thank God he pushed.
Those flares going off whenever you down somebody out in the open is
Some
kind
bump
of
shots in there.
interesting.
Back shots. Okay. We're good. That's third person for you. Oh, jeez, dude. Me missing almost worked out. I think that was better that he pushed me than me pushing him had I hit some shots. That was quite the start. Yeah, this Renegade's not bad. Up close, I was playing it wrong before. I was switching to my shotgun too much and that would get me killed. You don't need to with this thing. Some quick peeks. Oh, okay. We got a sniper. Hold the front door. Do I go? No, we got the freaking kinetic converter though on this thing. Oh, this dude crawled all the way up here. Oh, unless... Hold on. This might have been the original flare that we saw. But that's what it was. Stay there. Don't move. I need to be able to loot you. There we go. Was that a smoke?
Damn, fucking Jummy's tapping out already. Cal, our search continues for a third, I guess.
Made a lot of noise. Now, I don't know if that guy moved during all that, but he's probably just third-personing that cargo crate.
Maybe we just have to be two boys as usual. Two duo boys.
Oh, there you go.
This is a young man's game. You gotta be joking me.
Again? Missed. Missed again. Shoot. Got him.
See that flare going off
hit
whenever
that
it gets
last one.
downed?
Whew. All right, 2 more bodies to loot. Only thing is, I thought I heard a smoke at one point, but I don't know.
Damn, Jummy's going soft on us, guys. His big booty Latina girlfriend's wearing him out.
Oh shoot!
See what I'm saying? This guy can't just, like, run away super easily. And I like that. The game just is played slower.
Ow. Sir, can you stop doing that? Yeah, let me see if I can put some distance, because I don't have any smokes anymore. And no one else shows up. Oh? What is that? Bunker.
God damn it, Jummy.
Guess, did he open it from the other side, or? Oh, shoot. He's exiling here. No. Did I say you could leave? There's our friend. Oh, shoot. I think that's the same dude. Kick me, I dare you.
All right, can you snipe on the... Oh, boy.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return. I repeat, 10 minutes.
There it is. I think this might have been the same guy that shot at me. We finally found him. But the only problem is somebody was healing in that building, and I highly doubt he was charging in there and then made it all the way here that quick. How's this not hitting? Oh my goodness. Can I get that fan? Meow. Oh, this guy's still alive? And then that propeller. He's screwed. So is there anyone else that's about to push in? Does this guy have some smokies for me? Please have smokes.
Anyway. Well,
Adrenaline shot.
we watched the game and Jummy fucking quits on us Insta, guys. Sad. Jummy's a weak loser. They're all saying it. Yeah, aside from the third person, I agree. It's I'm warming up to it slowly. I need to play it though, to be sure, because it looks like a lot. The more I'm learning about it, watching gameplay, it looks as though it's one of those games that there comes a lot of appreciation from literally just being in the game, and that's only me trying to connect the dots on why so many people are talking about it. Looking at it like, okay, well, the game must look really good, it must play really good and feel clean and smooth, and those are things that are important, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, one thing I actually didn't notice, which I'm assuming they do have, is a spectating system. Like if you die, if you get to spectate your teammates. All right. Well, we're going to go check on this convoy that I don't think I've seen since the first time I found it. And then we go up the hill to the other one that I've never seen. And my gun is broken. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. Well, that's a brand new left click bug. Hell yeah. Left click bug in the opposite direction this time. Now I'm worried that my gun's just gonna start fucking shooting as soon as I ADS. Can't say that I've ever had that worry before. Stream having random issues. Not sure what you mean with that one. No, you aim out of sight and it'll just start firing on its own. I mean, I've never had that. I've never had that happen before. But yeah, that's what was just happening. My gun was just shooting on its own right there. I had to tab out and tab back in. That seemed to be the only thing that fixed it. Well, it might be you, but it also might be on my end where I just need to... Sometimes when that kind of stuff starts happening, it means I need to restart my stream PC. Wait, you guys are all getting issues of like 1 to 2 second buffers, huh? Well, that is annoying. Everyone. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is restart my stream PC, which will end the stream, which is okay because I wasn't going to stream a lot of time tonight anyway, because I started really late, but I would like to make sure that I get it fixed. So I know some of you are going to probably head out and that's okay, but I'm going to restart right now. And those that maybe some of you that experience that, if you don't mind sticking around and see if it continues, because if it continues, I did also just update OBS, so maybe there's an issue there with OBS. So this is the only place I know to start. I'm gonna restart the stream and my stream PC, and hopefully when I come back, it will be fixed. So I'll be back in just a minute.